Hi, it's me, Jaret from Jaret Goes to the Movies, and this is a 5-minute or less movie review. Today I'm going to talk about Angry Birds, the motion picture, not just the game. I do remember when the game came out. I think we were recording Fishing for Woos for Bowling for Soup at the time. And I remember Chris Burney never looked up from his phone once. He literally just sat in the lounge and looked at his phone for 2 weeks. He just kept saying, "These birds are so angry. Why are these birds so angry?" There's actually a lot of adult content in the movie as far as jokes are concerned, much along the lines of like Shrek, things like that. However, the movie doesn't really carry a story that will keep an adult very entertained. If you've ever played the game Angry Birds, basically the movie takes the game and just sort of incorporates every little aspect of the game into the story somehow. That kind of starts to feel pretty forced at some points. They're angry birds! But they do say that it is a movie for kids. That being said, with no spoilers, none of my 3 kids actually laughed out loud during the movie. There's a lot of pun humor in the movie, and I do think that the puns get a little tired. I actually am a pun fan. I think puns are punny. Would you like a hanger? I do like puns. Sometimes when I'm riding in the passenger seat and we're about to pass a petroleum station, I say, "You realize if we stay on this path, I'm going to have to pass gas." But I do think that they literally go through birds and pigs and basically any and all areas where there could be puns. They're there. So I thought they were really funny at first, and I was laughing out loud, and my kids weren't. Towards the middle to the 3/4 way through, it kind of got like, okay, well, this is kind of the well that we're going to keep going to. One of the things I love about voiceover movies is trying to pick out whose voice it is that's doing the character. Usually you know the main character going in, but you can kind of pick out 2 or 3 other ones as you go. This movie is chock full of big stars. After they say a couple of sentences, if you can pick up on it, that's one of my favorite things. That's such and such. How awesome is it to be Jason Sudeikis? He's married to Olivia Wilde. He's the star of Angry Birds. They have the freaking Horrible Bosses franchise. He's married to Olivia Wilde. He got to make out with Jennifer Aniston. Wait a minute, no, that wasn't him. Wait a minute, yes it was. He's married to Olivia Wilde, and he's freaking hilarious on Saturday Night Live. The guy's got it all. He stars as Red, who is the main character, and then along with his friends, who are Chuck and Bomb, played by Josh Gad and Danny McBride, respectively. Everyone is angry! When you're driving down the road and you look out into a pasture and you see how they've done the bales of hay out there, like everybody's kind of doing their own thing or whatever, just go, "Hey!" And if there's like houses back there, back behind them, you can go, "Hey, Holmes!" All in all, it was a fun day with the kids. Definitely not one of the animated movies that I think they're gonna watch over and over, but then again, you kind of never know which of those is gonna hit that nerve. I could be actually watching that quite a bit in the next few months. But it is definitely not one of the better animated movies that I've seen lately, and not even this year. I think it was cool how they explored the game, but I feel like that's pretty much all they got around to doing. Exploring the game a little bit, throwing in a bunch of puns, couple of one-liners, couple of adult jokes. In fact, we were walking out and my son goes, "Dad, I knew it was an animated movie, but I didn't think it was going to be inappropriate." I don't think that anyone watching this is going to have a problem taking your kids to see this one if you just need something to do on a rainy day. And I'm sorry that my first review was not as action-packed as Rich's first movie review. I'll work on that. Coming up for me is Jungle Book, Deadpool, and the movie Keanu about a cat. Thanks a lot for watching, and make sure and listen to this week's Jaret Goes to the Movies podcast at jaretgoestothemovies.com.